Welcome back to Crypto Atlas, your daily source for crypto whale alerts and crypto market news. Let's go ahead and dive into it. This is a follow-up story on the Bitcoin whale that shorted Bitcoin just a few days ago, and they made massive profits. And the timing with it was very suspicious. This came out right before the announcement from Donald Trump about possible tariffs against China. Since then, things have calmed down. He seems to have pulled back from his position, at least for now, and markets have started to recover. However, this whale continues to add to their short position against Bitcoin. And now where we're sitting at is $345 million in a Bitcoin short position. The liquidation price has been set at $130,451. While I'm recording this video, we are at about $114,000 for Bitcoin. It is red. It is down for the day. This person's entry price average is $116,000. So think about this. With it being down about $2,000 for the average Bitcoin, this person is below their entry price and they are doing extremely well. They're making massive money if they decide to cash this out. So what they are doing is they're continuing to add to their position. That gives them a little bit more wiggle room. That liquidation price at $130,000, think about it. It's about $16,000 up from where we're currently at. What are the odds that it's going to climb $16,000 in one day? Really low chances, correct? So the chances of them getting liquidated without them seeing it or some chain reaction happening again, kind of like what we saw, but in the reverse direction, it's pretty unlikely. This person will probably be able to relax more with what they're doing. Now let's go ahead and see how things played out a bit throughout the course of the day. So at one point we saw here, and this is just within the last few hours, their position was, they had a liquidation price of $131,000. So as I just mentioned over here, it's now at $130,000. So it's dropped a little bit, or I would say it's pretty considerable. They're playing with a lot of money on this. And then they also had their short at 320 million. So again, it's at 345 million now, but also just going back even further in time, it was at $200 million. And then we had it at $208 million. And then a whale also, let's go and move on to some other news. A whale opened shorts on Ethereum, Bitcoin as well, Hype, Aster, and more. And that totals out to over $700 million. And at the time, they were losing about $20 million. And that's because the market was green. So we can go ahead and hop back over here. You guys can see as I zoom in on the price chart that the candle wick was actually green at one point and went up to about $116,000. And since then, it has made these pullbacks. So that person was not looking good. Now they are looking good. And then moving on. Ted goes on to say, OG Bitcoin whale is adding more to his Bitcoin short position. So this is the one I was talking about earlier. They suggest that maybe what they were trying to do is that they want to lose money or get liquidated so that people don't think that they had insider information. That idea may have played out a little bit better at the time, but again, we're in a position right now where they've got a lot of wiggle room and they're actually in profits. So let's go ahead and move on. Some other news that happened a little bit earlier today. Wintermute is sending millions of USDT to exchanges right now. YMRX is suggesting that they might be ready to pump something. Well, if they are ready to pump something, it doesn't seem like they're doing it at this exact moment because Bitcoin itself is actually dropping. So potentially, if we're just doing our little conspiracy hats on right now, it could be that they are colluding together. I'm not suggesting that they are. They might know similar information, or what is even more likely, let's be real, is that they've seen the kind of impact that's happened with this whale. And if this person is banking on the idea going down, the whale might know something, and then this company doesn't know. But if they see that the whale is making significant moves and they think that stuff is going to drop in even more, Wintermute might be setting money off to the side so that if it does have a major crash, that they have capital, they can then buy the dip, and then we might start to see that major run up. So this could be a little bit of a dead cat bounce moment that's taking place. We'll have to see how things move. Cointelegraph reports $76.3 million liquidated across the crypto markets in the last minute. That was earlier this morning. And that's when we saw things were actually looking green for the day. So yes, there was quite a bit that was getting liquidated because it started to run up, but that's how the stuff works, guys. People are banking on the idea going up. People are banking on the idea of it going down. Also, we saw at one point at about 8:32 a.m. Eastern time that almost $100 million had been transferred from an unknown wallet to Kraken. And when that kind of stuff happens, people suspect maybe they're getting ready to buy Bitcoin. So again, the timing with this we saw was 7:39 a.m. from Cointelegraph. Crypto was looking green at the time. About an hour or so later, we saw then right here a transfer over. Somebody might be getting ready to try and buy more. And then what we actually saw after that, so this was 8:32, and then just 9 minutes later, almost the same amount of money, a little over $100 million, then was transferred out of Kraken back to an unknown wallet. I don't know if it's the same person. The fact that this amount of money is so close and the timing is pretty close definitely makes it look suspicious. And then we also have here, this was at 5:19 a.m., Binance buying millions of BNB and Ethereum to try and liquidate shorts. They think that this is pure manipulation. I don't know what you guys think. Share what your thoughts are about that. And that's pretty much it for the major moves there. And then we can just take a quick look over here at the price chart for Bitcoin. I'll share a few thoughts on this. And we'll go and wrap up the video. So just zooming out a tad bit right here, we can see that it is red for the day. We had a nice run up. Currently, we are sitting above that VWAP sign. So this technical indicator is actually still a bullish indicator. And then you can see that the Bollinger Bands continue to widen out. So the volatility with this is quite dramatic. We might have even stronger price swings here in the near future. And then just looking at the RSI, it has plenty of room to move in both those directions as well. And just looking at the charts overall, it is looking like we could see some more upside. However, this kind of stuff, like with this whale here, banking on it still going down even more, and with the timing that happened before, does make me on edge. And that's what I got for you guys. So let me know what you think about all of this down in the comments below. Just a reminder, I'm not a financial advisor, not financial advice. And also, I do have a referral link for an exchange called BTCC. You can learn more about it by either pausing the video or checking out the website for yourselves. But my referral link is in the description. And I'm also over on Blue Sky at Crypto Atlas. You can find my link there in the description. Thank you to my Patreon supporters as well as my YouTube members. God bless you guys. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.